this one is going to be a short one and a sweet one. I say a sweet one because we're ready to put fire in the hole. Okay? And you know what? Let's just go ahead and fire in the hole. What do you think? I ain't gonna lie, I just started it for a TikTok video and it was more than impressive. I hit the gas twice and this sucker fired like this. Oh! Disgusting, dude. God. Oh my God, that's sexy. Oof. Okay, yep, that's sexy. That's real sexy. I almost slipped. Anyway, oh my God, dude, that sounds so amazing. I can't like rev it. It's midnight-ish, wherever my clock is. Yeah, she's 10 till midnight up there. Y'all can see that. But man, does this sound wicked. Now the good thing is I put all this on here and this stupid stinking gauge is not correct. It's not working. So I'm gonna probably have to steal the one off of here, since I know this one's set correct off my engine run stand. I'll have to steal that guy, put it on there. So anyway, we're going to run through some last things to get your LS started in your second gen TA. I don't know if I discussed this or not. This is a constant power that goes to your alternator. This guy right here. I am so ecstatic. Wow, this thing sounds good. And I can't find my flashlight. Dang it. Wait a minute, got one in my pocket. We'll just use this. So originally, this red wire reaches over there with this plastic connector right here. You can do away with the plastic connector, connect it all together, and then wire it hard, solid right into this one wire. That's going to be your wire, your constant power for this here. This wire here should have a key on, key off to excite your brushes here to make it charge. What else? Okay, I used a key on, key off power that is this orangish looking wire, and yes, it has blue, and then it changes to red because I had to extend it for this fuse box. I ran this fuse box. It's a key on, key off power, so I can have fans off a relay, the fuel pump off a relay, which is also right here. That's the relay for the fuel pump. And we were going to run the MSD box off a relay, but we kept having trouble. I don't really know what happened, but it is double fused. It's fused once here with a 30 amp, and it's infused in the line with another 30 amp. And then we ground it. This is why we like these cables right here. And we got our constant power for our relay right here. Now we'll have to run another constant power for our relays for the fans, and we'll do it right off of this other post right here. So that right there just tickles me to death, man, about this thing running as good as it does. I set this setting to truck HO on the MSD box, mainly because I have not at all went into this MSD box and seen where the timing is. I have no idea. You can go into your custom settings, and I believe on a carbureted you're looking about 30 degrees overall timing. If you want to go the full 30, is what I've been researching and finding. And I believe fuel injection, you can go 36. Maybe it's 32 in carburetor. It's around 30 to 32 max timing that you want in one of these. And you can set it at different RPMs. You can make it your max, you can make it whatever you want. Honestly, I'm going to do further research and we'll fool with that later. I am just so daggone happy that we made some thunder, baby. This makes me so happy. I'm not happy that I have to get back to body work because body work sucks, but nonetheless, we have a happy 5-point tree, and I hope my neighbors aren't too mad. I didn't rev it. You saw. So this thing sounds absolutely just, oh man, did you hear that cam? Did you hear that cam? Woof! So anyway, if you decide to set your settings here, which you should run a pressure regulator, which I believe this is working. I hope that it's working, because if not, I gotta borrow that guy or get another one of these. Anyway, so if this is not working and the gauge is good, but anyway, run you an inline fuel filter. That's always a plus. Always run you a fuel filter. Even though this whole fuel system is brand new, the fuel lines, the return lines, the fuel tank, the carburetor, the fuel pump, all this stuff is all brand new. Always run you one, because whenever you run lower octane gas, you tend to pick up more trash. It is what it is. And stuff corrodes and rusts and whatever. On relays, this guy here, this is your typical relay, if I can hold it straight. Okay, so your 30, I believe, I'm trying to remember now. Your 85 is your ground. You know what? I'm just going to show you on this book, because I had to remember it like this. I didn't remember it. I kept looking back to this MSD right here. Now, it says your ground is your 30 on the prong here. You can see it, they're all numbered. So 30 is your fused battery. On this, that is our key on, key off power. It's fused. Okay. Now you can run, if you're running a relay, which we really did try, we were running a power here and a key on, key off right here at 86. And then we ground at 85, and the ignition was the 87. This is the power going out. So whenever you flick this switch, click, it completes the circuit here, and the 30 and 87 become one circuit, which is what causes the relays to draw less on this circuit here. We've got essentially one circuit wire. You know what I mean? The good thing is it's a heavy duty wire, so it can hold more, but the overall load of the circuit is carried on your constant power, not really your key on, key off. Your key on, key off is really, I mean, it doesn't take much to set it off to complete that circuit, like milliamps or something. It's not much, or maybe a amp. I'm not sure. Somebody can Google it, tell me. I'm definitely not an electrician at all. I just really studied this, and I mean, it worked for the fuel pump. I'm just saying. We've done it on the Mustang, we've done it on this one, and we really did have problems with this. I don't know why I couldn't get, it kept grounded. And as soon as I would hook it up, the fuel pump would run. It was like, it was, I don't know. It was just, it was strange. But anyway, guys and gals, we finally got it running. We probably would have had it running had it not been so cold and me be a wimp. But I am not dealing with this cold weather too much too good. Another thing I was going to tell you guys and show you, I got some really cheap, budget, this stuff, split sleeving for your wiring, to make it look like you know what the heck you're doing. I mean, this stuff, look at that, just look at it. Don't it look good? No dangling wires everywhere. Now this over here is still yet to be desired. This gray wire, whenever we find out which one's our tack wire, we're connecting it to it, and the tack should work, I think. These wires are still kind of because this is what I just finished up. I didn't know how I needed to run my wires. The fuel pump fuse the fuel pump relay and the fuel pump had to have a battery ground. I thought that I could just ground it. I didn't have any luck. I'm just saying. I ran both those to ground and it worked. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys that actually understand electric can help me understand. I don't. I thought a ground was a ground. I tried grounding the fuel pump wire over there. I tried running the fuel pump off of the relay ground and then grounding the other part over here. I tried everything. I couldn't get it to work, and there was issues, is what I'm saying. So I ran both of them to ground, and bada boom, bada bang, da bang, no issues. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys and gals. Ronnie, you're next, bud. Let's hear Mama's car start. I cannot wait. The Webb family, thanks so much. You guys have been great supporters. I appreciate you all watching. My bonsai buddy, if you guys get a chance, check him out. He's another fellow YouTuber. Good guy. He actually told me what this material was. Welting. W-E-L-T-I-N-G. Welting. You can get this stuff for like 30 bucks, man. And it's going to complete the car. You can paint it the same as the car, and I was never so happy to find out what the heck it was called and that it was cheap. You don't have to go to Freebird Nation or any of that stuff. I mean, you can find it on the Amazon. I think I got mine off Evil Bay. I think. I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, it's called welting material. So you can type in like Trans Am welting body. I can't remember what I've typed in, but you can type that in and it'll come up, and then you type in welting automotive and it'll come up even cheaper. Just saying, that's a thing. Y'all check it out. Thanks so much for all your support, for tuning in, and this is going to get a heck of a lot better. Wait till we get it painted. I can't wait till we get it painted because I'm ready to work on something else. But nonetheless, this is going to be a fun ride, and just stay tuned. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and if you don't mind, just real quick, just somewhere, just, you know, like and subscribe and help a fella out, you know. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time here on Right Turn Garage TV.